Good day, everyone. This video that I want to do today is a message to Nigerians living in abroad. And not all Nigerians living in abroad. I'm not talking about people who are living in Canada, America, UK, Australia, and Europe country that can have their permanent residence over there. This message is for Nigerians who are staying or living, working in a country that are not issued permanent residents or not even giving them passports at the end of the day. I'm talking about people who are living in Dubai, Qatar, Oman, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and all etc. Other countries like that. Let me call them the Arab nation. The majority of the things that 99% of us do, because we knew that we cannot get permanent residence, is to start building house. 1% of us invest in business. And we always believe it's safer for us to build house because we're always afraid of our family back home. Neither now. It's depreciating every day. And there's something in Nigeria that whenever the Naira devalue, the price of this particular thing sometimes always go down. Now in Nigeria, the price of goods are very costly. The price of building materials are also very costly. Then, if you are now in this country that I'm talking about, if you are building house, my advice for you is this: stop now. Fine, it's good to have a house. It's good to be a landlord. It's good to be a landlady. But if you are building house back home as a Nigerian now, and you are living in this country that cannot have permanent residence, stop now and do this instead. Land now in Nigeria is what you have to spend money on. I'm not saying you should buy from the real estate people. The real estate people now in Nigeria, they are selling their property in dollar rates. But we have a lot of us, even how many of us living in this country struggling, have money to buy land from real estate people. Where we normally buy land is from people, the owner of the property, direct. Sometimes our father, our mother, our family, our brother and sister help us to buy all this land. And at this period, based on my finding, all this Omonile, we call them Omonile, they are also struggling to survive because of the high cost of food and other materials in Nigeria. Their price is always down now because when the dollar is appreciating, they always suffer because most of them, this is the only thing they do to feed their family. And because of this, they're also passing through a lot because there's also always a high cost of food items in Nigeria. They just want to sell their land at a cheaper price because the buyers are not coming in Nigeria. Most people that are going to them to buy land are people living abroad because the price, the exchange rate favor people who are living abroad most. Now, instead of you to be spending money to buy building material now at higher price, instead you should be a owner of property, acres, by keying into that opportunity to buy at lower price. Because I've realized that the only thing we invest our money on back home, people who live in this Arab nation, are building of house. We just want people to know that, okay, where we go and struggle, at the end of the day, we have a house to our name. But by now, if you are building your house, I will advise you, stop and start buying property. If you cannot have acres of land within a year in your area, local area I'm talking about. Because most of us that came here, we are people who came from, don't let me use foul language. We are not rich. We travel to all this country to find our enemies. Then we belong to people who buy land from local area. If you cannot have acres of land now in your name at this period, we all know that we are happy that when we change our money, the rates favor us now. Now, don't spend that your money to continue building that house you are building already. It's better for you to start investing in buy lands. You can secure it by do the fence, or you can secure it by planting some stuff on it, or you can secure it by planting some stuff on it, like palm tree, coconuts, something that you can plant after 2 years, not get rich quick. And all these things is easier for you to monitor, because people cannot just, when you buy, you know how many you buy, you know how many you plant. If this video is valuable to you, share it to others to think about.